The circus arrives without warning, appears in all its black and white glory where yesterday was nothing. Inside, one can find breathtaking experiences like no other, things that seem to defy the laws of physics. But who is behind these fantastic spectacles? And could it be that what we experience here is actual magic? Hey bookworms, welcome back to my channel and to another review, and this time I will review The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I first read the book when it just came out. It was 2011 and it quickly became this huge bestseller, and I also really loved it. But lately I mentioned the book in a video and I realized I didn't really remember all that much about it and wanted to read it again, so I figured, why not? Let's review a reread. But before I do, let me just remind you that on this channel I talk about books, mostly book reviews, and I do try to bring classics to an eye level. So if that is something that you think you might find interesting after watching this video, why won't you take a scroll down my channel and see if there's anything else there you might find interesting. So The Night Circus takes place in the early 20th century and spans through around a decade. It actually begins at the end of the 19th century. And in it we have two intertwined stories. First, we have the Night Circus itself. We have a group of people who decide to create this new form of entertainment, and what starts out as just a new, unique circus that operates at night becomes a huge fantastical venture after it seems like people with some real magical powers get involved. And the second plotline revolves around two elderly magicians who have a standing competition. Each one will choose a protege who will not know the identity of the other, and these proteges will battle each other in magic until only one of them is left standing. And as you can imagine, these two battling magicians find their way into the circus and help making it so magical, but at the same time they are like pawns in a game played by their masters. Okay, let's start with the bottom line, I suppose. I loved this book when I first read it, and I still love it now, but I do feel like now a little bit older, and when the hype is gone, I can also be more critical about it. The book is beautiful. Like the circus, it is visually stunning and unique. Morgenstern's writing portrays such a whimsical world, a dreamy and a romanticized version of Victorian England that seemed to have come directly from Tim Burton's imagination. And I think that that's the book's biggest selling point, the style. Similar to her second book, The Starless Sea, which I also read and reviewed and loved, it seemed like the main goal here is to create a visually beautiful, inventive, and fantastical world, which is not a negative thing by itself, but we also need a bit more substance in addition to the outside beauty. And unfortunately, this is where the book falters, though not for lack of trying. There is a plot here, a couple of them even, but only a little bit of them is really shown. Mostly I feel like when you try to really structure the main plot, you know, these are the heroes, these are the villains, this is the main goal, these are the obstacles, etc., you'll get a mess. We have a couple of really cool ideas and a book which is not short, and yet I feel like we were missing so much vital information and plot points. Because to me it seems like there's a big focus issue here. None of these subplots are detailed enough. There is so much lore about the magic system that I felt deprived of. There are deeper themes hiding that I felt could be expanded upon. There are many great characters here. I would have loved to know more about them. Except maybe the lovers. There is a love story here that is about as deep and interesting as a puddle. And can I just go off on a tangent for a moment? So the lovers were okay. I liked one of them better than the other, but you know, both are nice people. Except for the fact that when they start their relationship, one of them is already in a committed romantic relationship with another person. And the lover knows that. They know the other person too. And they keep talking about how it's a forbidden affair and how they shouldn't be together because of this and that. But not once do they mention the immense pain their romance will cause that other person who did nothing to deserve it. And it really drove me crazy. Okay, rant over, back to the regular review. Before I conclude, I do want to mention one thing that occurred to me the second time reading. Again, it's an interesting theme, but we only got a tip of the iceberg, and that is the danger of too much power. The circus, with all its wonder and support from actual magic, is also destructive. More than one person loses their lives because of that, and another person loses their sanity. I wanted more focus on that, on how this beautiful and positive endeavor affects people from the inside and outside of it differently, how the performers end up in a completely different place than the planners and backers. But no, we had to focus on a bland love story between two people who find each other attractive, and that is supposedly the strongest, most timeless love ever. Well, I did compare it to a Tim Burton world, and I guess, like his movies, this book attracts angsty emo teens, and such a thing will appeal to them. So to conclude, I still love this book. It's quite literally fantastic. I will always prefer substance over style, and this book has both, but it definitely has more of the latter. And ironically, I still really enjoyed it, because I'm the perfect person to not like this book, because I don't like incomplete magical systems and shallow romances and too many little subplots that don't pay off. And yet, I love this book. It works somehow. So I suggest that if you want to read this book, just adjust your expectations accordingly, and you will find yourself in a magical, dark, whimsical world, and wish that you could also visit the Night Circus. And guys, that was my review on the Night Circus. Thank you for watching. I really hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to my channel. There you can also find my review on the Starless Sea. Again guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.